Hey, this is EAJ Man from Autopsy Live and the Skype Pirates. When I want to make it look like I give a shit about sports, I tune into Sports World Radio with Jeff Escow.
Jeff
Doing my time. Doing my time. Got myself a problem.
I'm used up, growing tired of knots, tangled up in problems, and not caring enough. Now I'm on a journey to find what's right, always telling the truth, but hiding all the lies. And don't go thinking I'm being myself. I just act this way around you, and to someone else. This isn't where I wanna be. Let's look in the kitchen and the living room. Nothing to find but what's left from a really great time that wasn't any of mine. Running away feels like a storm. Let's throw our problems out the door today. Well, I'm finding things clear to me. And don't go thinking I'm being myself. I got other things on my mind, not you or anyone else. This isn't where I wanna be. Whoa, make me see the things on the inside. 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 Don't go thinking I'm being myself. I just act this way around you, and to someone else. This isn't where I wanna be. Whoa,
me maybe if I could share her sorrow for all the men that tried to treat her wrong. You're just a baby awaiting her tomorrow. It's rock me baby all night long. She needs an answer to her confusion, someone to guide her with tenderness. But when she's asking for a solution, oh, she gets, you know, it's something like this. I don't know where we come from, I don't know where we're going to, but if all this should have a reason, you would be the last to know. So let's just hope there is a promised land. Hang on till then, as best as we can. Everybody else, you know, it fills her with compassion. That's why she tries to save the world alone. She helps the needy in her own fashion and tries to give them all her own. She needs an answer to her confusion, someone to guide her with tenderness. But when she's asking for a solution, oh, she gets, you know, it's something like this. I don't know where we come from, I don't know where we're going to, but if all this should have a reason, we would be the last to know. So let's just hope there is a promised land. Hang on till then, as best as we can.
All I want is to be loved. All I want is you. All I want is to be from somewhere, an address for me and you. Sometimes it feels impossible to get along. It feels impossible to get along. Again, I'm living with my parents. Again, I'm feeling blue. Again, you've made me question our love. Again, with you, sometimes it feels impossible to get along. Yeah, it feels impossible to get along. Sometimes it feels impossible. So now I sit alone in silence, waiting to hear from you. I pray there's something left inside us. If it's broken, I've got some glue. I'll fix it all for you. Fix it all for you. I'll fix it all for you. I'll fix it all for you. It all for you. But it feels impossible to.
Live from San Diego, it's Sports World Radio. You've never heard a sports show like this. Oh, no, you haven't.
Oh, blow me.
You got it.
Holy fucking shit.
What the hell is your major malfunction?
Can't believe that goddamn son of a bitch did that fucking crap.
Don't give me any of your shit.
Right?
Yeah, that's right. Those are your hosts, Jeff Ascow and Sean Mann. Remember, those who can't play sports, talk about it. These two tell it like it is. Tune into Sports World Radio for the fastest hour of sports of your life. So here they are, the douchebags of sports themselves, Jeff Ascow and Sean Mann.
Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to Sports World Radio. We got a jam-packed show for you guys today. We're going to have a lot of fun, a lot of things to get to. There's so much to get to, it's ridiculous. Before we get to it, let's get all the particulars out the way. You're listening to Sports World Radio on SportsWorldRadio.com, also on Spreaker.com, as well as HonestAnswerRadio.com. You can follow Sports World Radio on Facebook.com/SportsWorldRadio, as well as on Twitter.com/SportsWorldRadio. Now on Twitter, Sports World Radio is spelled with no O in world. No O in world. You can't hear? What's going on? What do you mean you can't hear? Is that better? Hopefully you guys can hear. Is that better? Huh? Is that much better or what? Okay, good. You can hear me. I know Mithy can hear. Okay, well, I turned me up a little bit too, so hopefully that's better. Am I better now, hopefully? Hopefully I am. I don't know. What the hell? Now I can? Oh, okay. The music was fine. Now you can. I cranked me up a little bit. I think that's, I think it's working out a lot better. So we'll see what's going on. With all that being, don't forget, you can call the show if you have Skype. If you have your Skype on, you can call the show. Head on over to Sports World Radio. And on the left-hand side, you'll see the click or the call now button. The call now button right there on the left-hand side. If you have Skype, click that button there. And you can contact the show and tell us what you're thinking. Tell us what you're not thinking, what you like, what you don't like. I don't really give a crap. Just call the show if you want. With all that out the way, what do you say? Hey, we bring in the co-host of Sports World Radio, our good friend Sean Mann, the update man. What's going on, buddy?
I'm doing good, Jeff, and welcome everybody to Friday, December 27th, 2013. In the East Coast, it is 7:07 p.m., which makes it 4:07 p.m. on the West, and where Myth is at, it's a little bit after midnight there, where he is at in the continent of Europe.
Just a little bit, right?
Yeah, 12:07 a.m.
12:07 a.m. Holy moly, 12:07 a.m. It's freaking late out there, but that son of a bitch is here, ain't he?
Myth always does a great job. He always enjoys sports talk.
Hope everybody can hear the show now. I cranked up the stuff a little bit. Hopefully everything is working out really nice for everybody. All right, what do you say we get this thing going? What do you got for us, Sean? Let's start the show off today. What do you got?
All right, we'll start off with the NBA. As you all know, the drama, of course, with Dallas Cowboys. We'll get to them in a while. is going on. But with the Brooklyn Nets, here's what Jason Kidd said. As you know, it's kind of getting a little bit tiring, but Jeff, here's what Jason Kidd says. Didn't, quote, call out Nets. He goes, show more fight. That was the message Brooklyn Nets coach Jason Kidd said he conveyed to his team after their second consecutive 17-point loss Wednesday afternoon to the Chicago Bulls. What do you think?
They suck. They're just like the Knicks. They suck. They're in trouble, man. They're in trouble. We talked about it yesterday. They're in trouble.
Yeah, and the Brooklyn Nets, who were expected to be heavy favorites, host the Milwaukee Bucks, who are 6-22, who have the NBA worst record Friday night at the Barclays Center in the borough of Brooklyn.
Yeah, but
New
you don't.
York City.
Yeah, but I said this yesterday, and I'll continue to say, you don't. Excuse me. You don't play the game on paper. You play it on the court. I don't give a crap what your team looks like on paper. They look crappy on the court, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, they're saying, oh, yeah, the Brooklyn Nets, Pierce, Garnett, and Terry, and all this talk about how they'd overtake the Knicks as the king of New York, and, oh, we're going to be tough. We're going to go all the way and win it next year. With this record, no way are they going to win it. They are absolutely terrible.
Everybody was giving them the benefit of the doubt for what their roster looked like. Well, hey, you don't play the game on paper, you play it on the court. Their roster is their roster, but they suck just like the New York Knicks.
Yeah, they do. And, of course, it's not a very good time
and you want to know something?
Right now.
Everybody out there that said that that the Nets were going to be good and blah, 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 they're still saying it. They're still, it's early, they'll come back. They're still, come on, give it up already. Admit that you were wrong.
Well, whatever happens tonight, it's the 29th game of the 2013-2014 season. Time is running out if you're a Brooklyn Net fan, because when the calendar flips from December to January, you only have a few months, so you better start getting red hot and start winning basketball games. But even if Brooklyn were to turn it around, they will not go all the way. They will not get past Indiana. They will not get past Miami, because those, like we said yesterday, Jeff, those are the only two teams that are good right now in the Eastern Conference. I don't see anybody being a threat to them other than Indiana, Miami.
They can't get past their own shadow right now. They're worried about.
And the Brooklyn Nets likely will not have forward Andrei Karolinko along. Oh, no.
What the hell's going? Can you guys hear us?
No, TCB says no. Browning says no. And Dr. Myth says no.
No. They can't hear us. They should be able to hear us. Let me know when you can hear us. It went out for like a couple of seconds. It should come back on. They should be able to hear it. Now they can. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
Fix your stuff.
No, the audio is back. No, it was on my end. For some reason, it got frozen on my end. For some crazy reason. I went in and looked at the broadcast. It was frozen on my end. But we're rocking and rolling, boys. All right, go ahead. What were we talking about?
So the Brooklyn Nets are getting upset. The drama continues. In the other NBA news, Zach Randolph got fined $25,000 for criticizing 100 in Houston.
I don't blame him. He's getting tired of the bullshit.
Only a few months away from when David Stern leaves as NBA commissioner.
How about that, Mapples? When is that? February, right?
February. Yep, he took over for Larry O'Brien in 1984.
He's leaving in the middle of the season?
Mm-hmm.
What a jackass. Why don't you stay till the end of the season?
Just be grateful, Jeff, that the NBA Finals format is going to go to 2-2-1-1-1.
Thank God. Somebody's listening to the show. I know that much.
Unlike 2-3-2, which you were against from day one.
Correct. I hate that 2-3-2 bull crappy happy. A lot of times you don't even get back to the home team.
Yep.
You know? Yeah, 2-3-2 is crappy happy. 2-2-1-1-1 is where it's at. That's right. 2-2-1-1-1. Love it. Next topic.
All right, so Randolph was
Next
upset.
Topic.
He was unhappy Thursday night that James Harden, who was 2 for 9 from the floor, went to the free throw line 25 times. 25 times. Jeff, what do you think?
That's because he handles the ball more than you do. He's a guard, a point guard. They're supposed to go down the lane and get fouled by people like you.
Yep.
That game was in Houston, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was in Houston on...
Oh, there's your answer. Last night, that game was...
Yep.
I know. I was watching some of it.
The Grizzlies forward was given a technical foul late in the game.
Of course. Because he's yelling and screaming at the referees. They got... You know what? That game last night, they got the shaft on some really bad calls last night. They really did. They really, really did.
Yep.
I was watching that game. They got shafted last night at some calls. It was ridiculous.
No, Browning. 2-3-2. Are you out of your mind? What are you smoking?
Why, he likes the 2-3-2 format?
Yeah.
Oh, he's crazy. It should never change. Absolutely right.
Somebody was listening to us very well, and then they decided, let's go back to the 2-2-1-1-1.
That's right.
The other team, we talk about the Brooklyn Nets, but here's what James Dolan said about the New York Knicks. He goes, he told New York players in a meeting Thursday that there are no trades or changes to the coaching staff forthcoming. ESPN.com has learned.
That means it's coming. You know that, right?
Yeah.
James Dolan, the GM, right?
Yeah.
That means it's coming.
For the New York Knicks, also sources close to the situation told ESPN.com that Dolan gathered the team before the first practice in the wake of New York's embarrassing 29-point home loss on Christmas Day to the Oklahoma City Thunder, largely an attempt to hush the growing speculation about Coach Mike Woodson's job security following the New York Knicks' 9-19 start.
If they get to the All-Star break and they're, say, 12-25, he should be fired. He should be fired. And James Dolan, you should shut up, dude, because you're not going to be there much longer either. Remember, general managers who don't bring championships get fired. Jerry Jones, you hear that?
Yep.
Got to get rid of him.
Well, you know Jerry Jones and about his feelings about saying, well, who would you want to be a GM of the Cowboys? Who do you think could do a better job?
Mike Holmgren.
And then he probably would say, look at what he's done in Cleveland. What could he do in Dallas that he didn't do well in Cleveland?
Because you know why? Because he didn't have the money that you have in Cleveland. That's why. There's your answer, Jerry. He can do a better job because you have the money to go get the players.
He probably would say, he goes, well, Eskow, I'll make you GM and I'll make TCB assistant general manager, and you guys can start building up the Cowboys into a winning tradition.
I don't want it. I have no experience as a GM. I don't want it, and plus, I don't want to work for you.
That's exactly what he would say.
But there's no way in hell that Jerry Jones should still be the GM of the Dallas Cowboys. He hasn't won a championship in freaking 15 plus years. I don't want it. What's your next topic?
Anyway, with the NBA, the Knicks are saying that they just need to reunite and hang in there. And anything seems possible in the Atlantic Division, which is currently topped by the 11-15 Toronto Raptors.
Toronto Raptors. Another joke team. They remind me of, their name was funny when they first came in, like the Pelicans. You know? It's like the Pelicans now with their funny name, the Pelicans. Toronto Raptors. What the hell's a raptor? A dinosaur? Get the hell out of here, dinosaur. That's more scarier than a freaking pelican, I'll tell you that.
It is a dinosaur. That's what a raptor is, and that's what they called them, the Toronto Raptors of Toronto, Ontario.
I'll tell you something. A Toronto Raptor is more scarier than a New Orleans Pelican any day of the week. That Toronto Raptor can step on that Pelican like and nothing flat, squish. have barbecue Pelican for dinner.
Barbecue Pelican for Well, for Toronto, they mainly care about they basically care about their hockey team than the NBA. They're not really what you call the NBA type.
The NBA type.
Yeah.
That's funny. I don't want a Pelicans jersey and I don't want a Raptors jersey, but I'll take a Pelicans hat and a Raptors hat.
Well, Somer wanted to get that for you,
I know. Where's my Christmas present, Somer? What the hell, dude? That's 2 years in a row. No Pelicans hat for Christmas. What the hell, man?
No, Browning, I don't think so. He wants the Pelicans hat. That's what Jeff.
I don't want jerseys. I want hat, man.
In the MLB, how about this? The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, they inked veteran outfielder Raul Ibanez. He agreed to a 1-year deal with the Angels.
Wow. They're getting to be the old version of the Yankees, man. They're going after all the old players.
Yeah, but the way I look at it, I picked the Angels when we gave out our picks on April 1st of this year, and I really thought they were going to be the really tough team, but apparently it's like the Angels look good on paper, and then they didn't even show it and had a really bad and already in 2000. They have to have better pitching.
It's been that long?
Right now, it's either between the A's or Rangers.
It's been that long since the Angels won one?
Yep, remember, it was in 2002. They beat the San Francisco Giants in 7 games, and they beat Steroid Boy Bonds.
2002? It's been that long?
Yeah, 11 years.
Wow. It's time to, but I bet you they changed general managers in those 11 years.
Yeah, I think Artie Moreno did that since he's the owner of the team.
Yeah, I believe they changed general managers in those 11 years. Hint, hint, Jerry Jones.
You're really ripping him hard because the
I
fact that
am.
he's the owner, president, and general manager of the Cowboys.
I am, because I feel I feel that he's doing the Dallas Cowboys a disservice. I do. I feel that he's doing the Cowboys a disservice by being the general manager. I really, really do.
You know, when you and I see Shocker, even Shocker will even say, as long as Jerry Jones continues to be owner of the Cowboys, there's got to be a way to get rid of him. He needs to step down, bring a new owner in here or something.
Not so much owner, but general manager.
18 going on 19.
Not so much owner, but general manager. Let it have a general manager. Step back, dude. Come on, step back, man.
Oh my gosh, I'm really 48 hours until the big game on
I know,
Sunday
you gotta
night
stop
when my
getting
Skype
me.
will be on. I'll be thinking of Jeff the whole time.
You gotta stop getting me talking about him, but I can't help it.
Yeah, I know we'll be Skyping on Sunday night, no doubt about it, because I'll be watching the whole thing to see how well Dallas will do. But I'll get to that in the second half.
Hey, Jerry Jones, how's your quarterback of the future doing?
Ooh.
He put his foot right in his mouth when he said that. You know that, right?
Yep.
As soon as that came out of his mouth, his foot went right back in.
Well, he's the one who even said Dallas would have a winning year and that there'd be more playoffs for them.
Guess who's not taking you to the playoffs? Your quarterback of the future. And I'm going to say something. And you're going to hear it first. Here. On this show. Because nobody's got the balls to say it but me. Tony Romo's career could very well be over.
Well, the guy is 63-45 for win-loss.
He's 33 years old. Okay, he's creeping up there in age for an NFL quarterback, okay? He's 33 years old. He had back surgery again. 2 back surgeries this year. One before the season started, now this one. His career could possibly be over, or could possibly be very, very different. He might not be able to do some of the same things that he was able to do before the surgery. Okay, he might be, who knows if it doesn't get fixed properly, he could be very well done. And then how do you put him in the top 5 of all-time quarterbacks? Come on, you tell me. Tell me how you do it.
I would even say, though, that with what's gone on, though, with Romo, I got up this morning and watched Jason Garrett say, he goes, I have full confidence in our team that we're going to win Sunday night. We got Kyle Orton going on. And I got to think about this, saying, Kyle Orton, I said, look, the guy hasn't even started since 2011. How do you think he's going to do to run that offense on Sunday night?
I love the fact. I love the fact they ask him that question, and Jerry Jones says, well, that's why we paid him $10 million for 3 years ago to get him on this team for this particular moment right here. Bullshit. I don't believe that. I'm calling bullshit.
Yep, there you go, TCB. Romo isn't in the list of the top 25 quarterbacks
Thank you,
of all time.
TCB. TCB, I just fell in love with you all over again, buddy.
He's great. TCB knows the sports. You bet he does.
There's no... okay, you want to know? Tony Romo is an average quarterback at best. Period.
If Jerry Jones was on the show, he'd say, I have a difference of opinion because a guy knows how to win. He's my man. I gave him a 6-year extension.
Knows how to win. He's 63-45. What are you talking about, knows how to win? He's been your quarterback for 8 years and he's won 1 playoff game. That's winning?
one playoff game, and then they got embarrassed the next round against Minnesota, 34-3.
It's just ridiculous. One playoff game in an 8-year career so far for Tony Romo, and so I almost said Andy Dalton. And you want to know something? He who knows how he's going to recover from his back surgery? Maybe he never fully recovers, and he's never the same Tony Romo, and maybe he never ever gets him to the playoffs. I'm telling you, this is not a good thing for him. His career could be finished with this back surgery. And nobody's got the balls to say it. You know? I just don't get it. How do you give somebody $106 million over 6 years, was it?
Yeah.
Over 6 years, who's won one playoff game in 8 years as your starting quarterback, and who has a record of 63-45? Tell me, how do you do that? Jerry Jones, you justify that to me, please.
Because I'm sure with him, he's probably saying, well, the future's bright for the Dallas Cowboys. I got a future quarterback, and I got a defense that's going to be very good.
I don't think so. So far, your defense is going to be very good. So far, you got the worst defense in the league.
That blows a 23-point lead to the Green Bay Packers.
Not only blew a 23-point lead to the Packers, but blew a big lead to the freaking Washington Redskins, who have 3 wins. And almost lost that game.
Yep.
Your defense sucks. Your future quarterback, is done. How can you say your future looks bright as the Dallas Cowboys? How do you say that? You know how you say that? Because that's just hogwash. Boulder dash coming out of your mouth. That's all it is. Speak the truth every once in a while. Fans want to hear the truth, not your boulder dash.
Then he says, well, if we beat Philadelphia, we're very well on our way to winning the Super Bowl.
No, you're not.
And you guys will be eating your words.
No, you're not. No, you're not, because you got to face San Francisco, Seattle, Green Bay, or Chicago. Are you kidding me? Really, dude? You just go. And you want to know something? You can't even say, and you know what the beautiful thing about this is if they happen to get into the playoffs and win one game, it's not even Tony Romo winning the game. It doesn't go on Tony Romo's record. How beautiful is that?
Before we go to update, Dallas is 1-7 in their last 8 playoff games. But first they got to get past Philadelphia.
1-7.
1-7 in their last 8 playoff games.
1-7. That's way to go, you future quarterback, Tony Romo. Hey, on that note, let's go to this update. This update is brought to you by Keurig.coffeemachines.com. That's right, Keurig.coffeemachines.com. You love coffee? You are drinking coffee? Are you a coffee drinker? A tea drinker? Head on over to KeurigCoffeeMachines.com. Take it away, Sean, man, with the only update of the day.
Thank you, everybody. We have reached the bottom of the hour, 7:32 p.m. on the east, which makes it 4:32 p.m. on the west. Let's start in NHL. The hockey is back after a couple days of rest for all NHL players. The Ottawa Senators at the Boston Bruins with 5 minutes and 13 seconds left. The game is tied at 0. The Columbus Blue Jackets lead the New Jersey Devils 1-0. Washington Capitals up 1-0 against the New York Rangers. Pittsburgh Penguins at Carolina Hurricanes. That game is tied at 0. Other games, the Buffalo Sabres at the Toronto Maple Leafs. Colorado Avalanche at the Chicago Blackhawks. Minnesota Wild at the Winnipeg Jets. The Nashville Predators are taking on the Dallas Stars. Edmonton Oilers at the Flames. and the San Jose Sharks at the Phoenix Coyotes. These are all the games for Friday in the NHL. In the NBA, the Oklahoma City Thunder at the Charlotte Bobcats after one quarter of play. It is 21-20. With a minute 14 left in the first quarter, the Orlando Magic lead 23-21. Other games, the Milwaukee Bucks at the Brooklyn Nets, the Toronto Raptors at the New York Knicks, the Washington Wizards at the Minnesota Timberwolves, Denver Nuggets at the New Orleans Pelicans, the LA Lakers taking on the Utah Jazz. Late games tonight, the Miami Heat at the Sacramento Kings as they're on their West Coast trip. And the final game, it'll be the Phoenix Suns at the Golden State Warriors. In the NFL, the big news coming out of Dallas, Tony Romo will be spending the rest of his time on the sideline. He had season-ending surgery on his back, which has been a problem. And Aaron Rodgers is cleared to play Sunday against the Chicago Bears in the win or lose game for the NFC North Division between either Green Bay or Chicago. We'll save all the NFL games for tomorrow's NFL Real Talk, as we are in the last week, everybody, of the NFL season. Hard to believe. Adrian Peterson has a groin injury. He is doubtful for the finale. For your update for Sports World Radio, I am Sean Mann. Back to the host of Sports World Radio, Jeff Eskow.
All right, welcome back. That update was brought to you by Keurig.coffeemachines.com. For all your coffee and tea needs, head on over to KeurigCoffeeMachines.com. That's KeurigCoffeeMachines.com. All right, welcome back to the show. Still got plenty more to go. Jerry Jones. Fire yourself as the general manager already, will you? I'm getting sick and tired of it, man. It's freaking ridiculous. It's just crazy. All right, Sean, what's the next topic?
All right, the next topic we go to the NFL, and as you all know, I wanted to try not to talk too much about the Dallas Cowboys because I know Jeff's getting sick of it.
Best of luck.
Tony Romo out for the rest of the year because of back surgery, and if this continues to be a problem, it will be, because after that, Jason Garrett, in my opinion, will be fired.
No, I don't think he's going to be fired. I think he gets a pass because Romo just had surgery. I don't think he gets fired, dude. I don't think he gets fired.
Well, if you're the Cowboys, you have to understand one thing, okay?
It's Jerry Jones. What do you mean?
Because you're getting tired of the fact that you're not winning the games in December, and Tony Romo is 14-21 in the month of December.
It's Jerry Jones. Nobody understands his knowledge or his logic. He's the general manager that's been there for 25 years and hasn't won a freaking Super Bowl. Nobody understands that man's logic.
So, with the news coming,
he pretty much said, if Romo's got to be done for the season and have surgery, Garrett's getting a pass. He'll be back next year. He's pretty much said it, so that's fucking. I would be shocked if he fires Garrett. I would be.
I'd be shocked too. And here's what Dez Bryant says. He goes, quote, "We prepared good this week, especially today," wide receiver Dez Bryant said. "We are going to lay it all on the line, and we are going to win this one for Tony Romo. Everybody has to raise their game up just a little bit more."
Hey, you know what, Dez Bryant? Stop being a freaking crybaby and play football. How about that?
Especially when he left the sideline against Green Bay, or he was upset back in October against Detroit. He wasn't getting the football.
I know. I like watching Cowboys lose to see what Dez Bryant's going to do, because he hates losing so much he's going to freak out. What are you going to do? What is he going to do? Run away and go into the locker room and hide and cry? What is he going to do, little pussy baby?
He probably would. He would say, "Look, I don't like losing. I can't take it anymore. I just want to win football games. I'm a Dallas Cowboy.
Suck it up. Suck it up. You're a man. Suck it up. Suck it up."
That's what he would say. And he says, "Look, I don't like it. If you don't like the fact that I pout and get angry, then get out of my life."
You know what? You're an NFL football player. Suck it up. Okay, act like a man. Don't be a pussy. Suck it up.
And he probably would say, well, how do you think I feel with the month of October when I didn't get the football enough in the closing minutes against
I'll
Detroit?
tell you
I
what.
was upset.
I'll tell you what. Hey, you want to know something? All it is a game, dude. It's just a game. It's not like you lose. I'll tell you what. Every time you lose a game, you really want to cry because you lost the game, then you have to donate $1 million to charity every time you lose.
Well, then he would probably say, well, Jeff, how would you feel if you weren't getting the football enough or we were not winning games? You'd be upset, too.
I would not make a skeptical out of myself and demand the ball like you do on the sideline, yelling and screaming at everybody. Who the hell do you think you are?
He would say, well, I'm Des Bryant. I'm a Dallas Cowboy. I'm an NFL football player. What else?
Dallas Cowboys, let me explain something to you, Des Bryant. Dallas Cowboys don't act like that. Immature little babies. They act like men. Okay? Unstinking believable. And Jerry Jones is going to let him continue to do it and continue to do it and continue to do it. And when he goes to another team, if he ever goes to another team and he pulls that crap, and the head coach is going to be all over him. Watch. You know, Jason Garrett don't run that team. Jerry Jones runs that team. That's why Jason Garrett ain't going to get fired. Jerry Jones is the puppet master. Any other head coach in there, he's going to run, come on. Jerry Jones should just have the title owner, general manager, head coach. Might as well.
Yeah, and you're right. I wouldn't make a big. You're right. You wouldn't make a big deal about it. But I'm sure with Des Bryant, if you were standing next to him on the side, and he would be like, "I deserve to be upset and angry." He goes, "I want to win. I'm a champion. I want to win football games and go all the way to the Super Bowl."
Hey, Des, you ever hear the phrase, "Act like you've been there before"? Huh? You ever hear that? Act like you've been there before?
Yep.
Your fans see you act like that? Is that good to put out to your fans?
Yep.
No, it's not good for you to put out to your fans. Jackass. You see, he doesn't think like that. All he's doing, I didn't get the ball. Me. That's all you care about, Des Bryant. Me.
Well, then he probably would come back and say, it would be all about you, Jeff. It'd all be about you and me, me. I didn't get the football in the closing minutes of a football game.
Again, I didn't get the football. You didn't throw the ball to me. How come you didn't throw the ball to me? I was open. Throw the ball to me. Me, I. There's no I in team, jackass.
And then he said, I had every right to walk off the field after the Sunday loss against Green Bay. I was upset. I was angry.
I. How about think about your teammates and the team? Only thinking about yourself. I and me. Watch when he does interviews, man. Listen to that stuff. I and me. Never team.
Well, he goes, I believe that the Cowboys are going to win it for Tony Romo, and we're going to clinch the division at home, and Orton will do really well on Sunday night.
No way. How about you want to make a bet that somewhere during that game on the sideline, him and Orton are going to get into a heated argument?
I'll not even bet with you. I will agree with you when that happens.
Because I could see it happen because Orton's not going to be throwing him the ball. And he's going to, come on, you throw me the ball. I'm open. Come on, give it to me. Ah! He's going to go over there and start yelling and screaming, man. Watch. He's going to yell and scream at Orton. And it's going to be funny. I hope they show it on TV. Because
organization, Jason Garrett said of Romo, if he started his road to recovery, and he'll be back sooner rather than later for next year in 2014.
He ain't going to be the same. That ain't going to happen. He not same. He no be same.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to be the same Tony Romo, everybody. That's right, because he can't do certain things anymore. Because his back won't let him.
I don't either, TCB. That's why I've had ESPN off, because here's the thing I don't like about ESPN. They blow the thing out of proportion with the Dallas Cowboys, and they feel like this Romo guy, Tony Romo, is the best thing for him. And I'm like thinking to myself, the guy's only won one playoff game. He's never even won one Super Bowl. I just turned it off. I'm like going, I got to go watch something else.
All these sports guys, Tony Romo, he's a top 5 quarterback. What are you... What? What?
Especially when they're 1-7 in the last 8 playoff games if they beat Philadelphia. But that's not going to happen.
Am I really that stupid that I don't see it? Am I so blinded and so stupid that I don't see that Tony Romo's a top 5 quarterback? What?
Yep.
There's no way.
No way. Brady, Eli, Peyton Manning. That's the way I look at it for top 3.
Yeah,
Next 2.
Manning, Brady, Rodgers, Breeze, Manning, Newton, Wilson. There's 7 right off the top of my head.
If I had to do the top 15 or 20, I'd put Romo last. I mean, come on, the guy can't even win playoff games. Andy Dalton, is going to get his share of playoff wins. If he wins 2 games for the Bengals, that makes him much better than Tony Romo.
See, look, TCB goes Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Russell Wilson, Drew Brees, Big Ben, and Aaron Rodgers. Hello?
Yep. I said, that's a good list, buddy. No doubt about it.
I mean, come on. You people, you sports people, put your butt in your mouth every time you say that. It's just a stupid. Now they all got to start backpedaling out of it. You know that because he's done for the season. So now they got to start backpedaling out.
And I'll tell you, before Monday's show, I will not even watch ESPN when Dallas loses because they're going to blow it out of proportion, and there are going to be all the questions about why they lost, not just because of Romo, but because of the fact that they have had December misery the last, even going back to like 2008.
They're terrible.
Yeah.
They're terrible. I just don't get it. I just don't understand it.
And with Jerry Jones saying back in March of this year, saying, I got my future quarterback, and he's going to be the best thing since Troy Aikman and Roger Staubach. That's just a joke.
Oh, that's a joke and a half. That's a joke and a half because that's not even close. He's not even close. Because I hate to tell you something, Roger Staubach, if I remember correctly, had a Super Bowl ring already in one of his first 8 years, right?
Yep, he won 2 Super Bowls.
Before his 8th year was up?
Mm-hmm.
Before Roger Staubach played 8 years, he had 2 Super Bowls already, right?
Yep.
What about Troy Aikman?
Aikman won 3 Super Bowls.
Yeah, but how many years did it take him to win 3 Super Bowls?
It wasn't very long. I think it was like 3 or 4 years.
Okay, so Cowboys, you've had him for 8 years as your quarterback, and he still hasn't won you a Super Bowl or only one playoff game? How do you even compare? How do you even compare him to those 2, Jerry Jones?
He would say, well, you just give him time, and he's going to win more playoff games, and he'll be a guy that'll win more Super Bowls for this team, and we're always America's team.
You're always America's team, but your comments are just idiotic.
And he would probably say, well, why would my comments be idiotic?
Because how do you compare?
A good team. I've done a great job as owner, president,
general
manager of this team.
No, you haven't. When was the last time you won a Super Bowl, sir?
He would say, well, 1995.
Yeah, you've done a great job.
Close.
Yeah, you've done a great. Yeah, you've been getting close for 20 years. You're getting close for 20 years. You're doing a great job. Great job. Keep up the good work. Maybe one of these days in the next 20 years, you'll get really close.
Well, the guy, he is 71, and he probably's thinking, I'm going to be like Al Davis, and I'm not going to retire as owner, president, and general manager of the Cowboys until I win 2 or 3 more Super Bowls.
I really want to say he's not going to win another Dallas Cowboys won't win a Super Bowl until Jerry Jones is dead. That's a bad thing to say. I know. Don't send me any emails or letters or anything. I know it's a bad thing to say, but I'm not saying it. I really want to say it, but I'm not going to say it.
Then again, he said, if we have to negotiate there, Jeff, we can work everything out. I can bring you to Dallas. I can make you general manager, and we can get along, and you can...
No way. I'm not working for you.
Go get a quarterback.
I'll tell you what. I'm not working for you, but I will do a radio show, and as long as you give me the right to rip your ass of the stupidity that you do, then we don't have a problem. If you don't, then I'm not coming.
That would be embarrassing for the city of Dallas.
Well, I don't really care.
Arlington.
I don't really care because nobody else has got the balls to really say the truth, but me.
And he would say, well, come on, I've won 3 Super Bowls. I've done great with the city of Dallas. We're going to win more.
I tried so hard to get to that freaking Dallas-San Diego game. I tried. Yep. I wanted to get a press pass. I wanted to talk to Jerry Jones. I tried so hard, man.
Yeah, well, that was when Dallas had like a 21-10 lead and lost 30-21 to the Chargers.
Yeah, that's a great team you got there, Jerry. Had a nice lead and then freaking blew that lead and lost. Good team. Yeah, smoking team.
You would say, well, look, our defense isn't the best, but you give it time and we're going to be very dominant like Leon Lett was back in the 90s.
Oh, my God. Give it time? How much time do you want?
He probably would say, well, all the time in the world. You just give me time and we're going to win.
All the time. How much time do you want? It's been 20 years since you made it to the Super Bowl. How much time do you want?
He'll just say all the time.
All the time?
Mm-hmm.
Well, all the time?
Yeah.
That's crazy. All the time.
He's probably saying this. He's probably saying, I'm going to be like Joe
Namath,
and I'm going to guarantee a victory on Sunday night against Philadelphia.
Oh, my God. I hope
he
does. I hope he does. I hope he does. Oh, please say it, man. Please, I want a reporter to piss him off and say, okay, that's it. I guarantee a win for the Cowboys. Oh, I hope he does. Because that'll just get the Eagles raring to go, man. I would not be a bit surprised if 3/4 of the United States is rooting against the Cowboys.
Well, here's another topic that just came in. Here's another thing that Jerry Jones said. Browning and Myth, I know TCB had to go. He goes, quote, a replacement plan for Tony Romo won't be near the top of the Dallas Cowboy owner, general manager Jerry Jones' priority list this offseason. The Cowboys are committed to Romo as the franchise quarterback of the foreseeable future after signing him to a 6-year, $108 million contract extension with $55 million in guaranteed
money. When was that
money
signed?
last offseason.
Last offseason, so he's only played 1 year on that new contract, right?
Yep, and he says, I'm not going to draft another quarterback. He says, Tony Romo is my future quarterback for the foreseeable future.
So either he's going to sail with the ship or he's going down with the ship, right?
I say he's going down.
I say he's going down, too. I say, as of right now, that ship is down. It's docked. Okay, that ship is in dry dock right now.
Cowboys sinking like the Titanic.
Yes. Kyle Orton, really? Oh my God! And how funny is it going to be if Kyle Orton actually pulls it out?
I'll be shocked.
How funny would it be if Kyle Orton actually pulls it out?
Well, Jones said the Cowboys want to add a developmental.
And you know, if the Cowboys pull it out, that Jerry, we are going to have to hear it. I told you all. Nobody listened to me. I told you. That's why we got Kyle Orton. That $10 million well spent. Oh, my God. You know what? Just for that alone, please, Eagles win. Just for that alone, please, Eagles win.
And then he'll just say, this. He'll go, "I told you all that the Dallas Cowboys we're gonna win on Sunday against Philadelphia.
What are
but you
the
people
odds?
don't listen to me."
What are the odds it snows like a freaking son of a bitch in Texas?
Very slim. I don't see it snowing down there.
Damn. How would that would be great. We get some snow in Texas, get it good and cold. You know, just the way Philadelphia likes to play football. You know what I'm saying, man?
Yeah.
You know? Because it's just crazy, dude. I don't understand it.
Jerry Jones would even be on the show. He probably would say the day after, he goes, "With us winning, you better watch out, people, because the Cowboys are in the playoffs, and we're going to win lots of playoff games."
No,
Get
they're
back to
not. No, you're not. And you want to know something? Even if you do win a playoff game, Tony Romo did not win it for you.
But then he would say, "Well, Kyle Orton won it for me. What do you say about that?"
He's got more. Hey, you know what? He's got more. He's got the same amount of playoff wins as Tony Romo does. That's what I say to that. Now you got two quarterbacks with 2 playoff wins. Woohoo! Way to go, bitches. Unbelievable.
And then Des Bryant would say, "How do you all feel about that? My team's in the playoffs, and I'm not going to pout. I'm going to make sure we win our games."
My team is in the playoffs, and I only caught two passes. But we're in the playoffs. Woohoo! If he says that, I'll be happy for him. If he says, "I only caught 2 passes, what the heck? Come on, man. Throw me the ball."
On the other hand, if they lose, he says, "I'm going to go pout and cry because my team didn't get the job
That's what's
done.
going to happen.
I don't want
You
anybody
know
to
that.
talk to me."
Look for Des Bryant. Look for Des Bryant if they lose the game. I want to see him crying somewhere in the corner or something.
But what if he walks off the field with a minute 23 left like he did against Green Bay?
That'd be awesome. Because then I can laugh at him again. That'd be awesome. Hey, we're going to get the flock out of here just a tad early. It's Friday. Don't forget, we got tomorrow's show, NFL Real Talk tomorrow, 7 p.m. on the West Coast, 10 p.m. on the East Coast. Join us for our Week 17 NFL picks. A lot of big games out there on Sunday. Check it out. We'll be there for that. Don't forget, 10 p.m. on the East, 7 p.m. on the West. That is Sean Mann. I am Jeff Eskow. Until tomorrow, my friends, remember, you only have one life to live. Live it long, live it strong, and live it proud. And please don't forget, life may suck. And I forgot the rest again. I can't believe it.
But the alternative is unacceptable.
The alternative is unacceptable. Take care, everybody. We will see you tomorrow.
Goodbye.
Hey, boy, Stimpy. We sure had fun today, kid. So long, kids. Come on, Stimpy, say goodbye.
Where are we going?
The show's over. See you next time.
Next time? When's that?
Pretty soon. Don't worry.
Pretty soon?